We had blacktop. And you'd look down and you'd see the skin from other kids laying on top of the blacktop. We buy our children way too much stuff, don't we? My nephews, this is what they wanted. 8, 9 years old. This is what they want for Christmas. An iPad. I'll get you a notepad. You want a notepad? You better get an iJob with some iCash if you want an iPad, because you're not messing up iCredit score. Do you know how much money is? That's like if we were kids asking for 300 bicycles or something like that. I'll get you the original iPad. It's called the Etch-a-Sketch. You can have that. Oh, where are all the apps? Right here. Now, why don't you stand outside under that tree, get some Angry Birds on there. There you go. We had good toys when we were kids. We had toys that would kill you. We had Light Bright in the bathtub. Easy Bake Oven. My sister tried to kill me with the Easy Bake Oven. She would run out of mix and then make something up out of her head, like she's Martha Stewart or something. Eat it, it's a cake. That's a cat turd, I'm not eating that. I fell for it once, I'm not gonna fall for it again. You think I'm stupid? Every toy that they came out with would kill you. What was that one toy? Oh, jarts. Remember jarts? Lawn darts. Did you ever have that? Darts this big. They were darts. They were so dangerous, they banned them. You can't get a lawn dart today. You can get an assault weapon. But you cannot get a lawn dart. And I remember playing with my friends. You go stand down there. Stand in the ring. That's what it was like. It was like horseshoes with darts. That doesn't count, okay? Do over. I'm a unicorn. Tetherball, that would teach you how to take a sucker punch. That was a good toy. When we were kids, nothing was safe. I'm serious. I mean, remember the playgrounds? Right? I mean, now they're all like Chuck E. Cheese. It's little plastic balls and foam for to fall on. What a bunch of wussies. We had blacktop. And you'd look down and you'd see the skin from other kids laying on top of the blacktop. The swing, we tried to kill each other on the swing. I would push my best friend Keith on the swing as hard as I could to see if he would go over the top of the bar. I actually thought that could happen. And he would yell at me, higher! Push me higher! And I'd yell at him, jump! Jump off, see what happens. And my dad would never anchor the swing set properly. So the whole swing set would start rocking back and forth, and the legs would pull up out of the ground, and then it would flip upside down, and we'd fall on our backs, and we'd be crying, and our parents would be in the house laughing. because they wanted us dead too. It was a wonderful time. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I started out as a baby. I actually used to do voiceovers for animated cartoons. Let me give you a sampling.
Please say, thanks for the sour persimmon buster.
Hey, Fred.
Like wow, Scoob. Yeah.
No, Jetson, you're fired. Exit stage left. Right even though. Hi, diddly dee. I was an only child. So right now I'd like to come out of my shell a little bit, and I'd like to act out a movie. Now this will be 2.5 hours long, so some of you are still taking this seriously. That's not gonna work out. Our kids are in the car. This is one of my favorite movies. Here we go. A long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Join me, Luke. Join me on the dark side.
I'll never join you! Ah! Hello, Master Luke, Master Luke. Red leader to gold leader standing by. Gold leader to red leader standing by. Look out, Parkin.
It's a trap. Uti waka loco solo. Utu traba waka.
Yes. Go ahead, young Skywalker. Join me and your father on the dark side of the moon.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That was The Notebook. I love movies, don't you? Especially fantasy films. They're some of my favorite films of all time. I'm going to act out of another film, and I hope you'll recognize it. This is one of my favorite trilogies as well. Here we go. That was Lord of the Rings. I cut a lot out. There's still 11 hours and 44 minutes to go. Who here has not seen Lord of the Rings? Raise your hand if you've not. I know she hasn't. Okay, that would explain the what the heck was that look on your face. All right. Let me explain it to you. Lord of the Rings is a movie about walking. What they do is they walk and they walk and they walk and they eat some bread and they walk some more. It's like the Bible, but longer. There are no black people in Lord of the Rings. Too much walking. No, my family would not put up with that. I ain't walking to Modo, I'll tell you that. You bring the car around, because I ain't walking to Modo. You know I got high sugar. What's wrong with you making me walk all that way? Okay, I'm guessing a lot of you here don't have black families. We're gonna move on. But I love movies. Oh, I love action movies. Action movies. Expendables. You know what's expendable in the Expendables? The English language. Jason Statham is in it. What did you say? Sylvester Stallone. And Arnold Schwarzenegger is in it. Don't get ahead of me. I'm watching this movie, and my wife comes out of the bedroom. She goes, "What are you watching?" I said, "I don't know." I'm gonna get my nose there. I ain't gonna say no on the left.
Get to the chopper.
Jet Li was the most articulate actor in that movie. But I do love movies because it takes your mind off reality, which has been just terrible lately. Now, something is happening on the planet. Do you feel it? The hurricanes and the snow and we've had everything. All these natural disasters, earthquakes, mudslides, fire, drought, floods, killer bees, pigs and dogs have the flu, El Nino, La Nina, volcanoes, tornadoes. I say, let the Israelites go. Something's happening on the planet, right? No, you can feel it. It's either too hot or it's too cold. I don't want it to when it gets too hot. Hey, is it hot enough for you? That's what people say. Is it hot enough for you? Oh, no, I like it 3,000 degrees Kelvin. I like to feel the sweat rolling down the crack of my butt. I'm going to sit on the stove and you turn it on and light me on fire. I'll tell you what it is. This is an example. I'll tell you. Black people say funny things when it gets hot, too. They'll say, like, oh, it's hot. It's Africa hot. You ain't been 5 minutes outside of Philly. What the heck you know about Africa? Africans don't say things like that. It's cold. It's Canada cold. Okay, 3 people saw The Gods Must Be Crazy. But I think natural disasters are good. Natural disasters are God's way of keeping us from getting cocky about where we live. I'll give you an example. Californians, right? Californians are so cocky about their weather. They'll call you up in the middle of the winter. Hey, how's the weather up there in Michigan? Well, it's 75 here. 74 with the wind chill factor. Brr. Can I call you back? That was an earthquake. You're just staring at me. Grab his tongue. Why is it that when there's a hurricane, no one ever leaves? You see them on the news. Oh, we just gonna sit here and tough it out. We made it before, we can do it again. Then it comes, oh, dang it. Nationwide is on your side. What's wrong with people? When they tell you to get out, get out! Then there's the diseases, the viruses. Oh my goodness, right now we have a new flu going around. It's the H3N2. What is that, H3N2? You sunk my battleship. You know why we all get sick? Children. Yes, children spread disease. No, you see them, they come home. Cover your mouth. That's what they do. They make a little loogie cannon and they spread that all over the house, and the person's only got so many sick days at work. Now, don't get me wrong, I love kids, but we gotta do something about this. Last year they had the measles, this year they had the mumps. Folks, if you have children, it's so important. Have your kids euthanized. Get them their euthanization shots every year so they don't spread it around to other people. Is that the right word, sir? It kind of gave me a look like, what? You're going to prison! Oh. But well, at least we had a nice holiday, you know. I'm broke now. What is this elf on the shelf? If you're not good, the elf is gonna go back and tell Santa. We had something different when I was a kid. It was called Belt on the Shelf. And if you misbehaved, that belt came flying off that shelf. It came to life. When I was a kid, my mom used to say to me, I will beat the black off you. Look at me, it dang near worked. Look at me. I'm gonna show you something. Let me show you something. I wanna show, look at this. Oh no. It looks like you're hiding inside me, sir. Look at this. I'm a black man with a farmer's tan, for goodness sake. I came here to even out. Oh, summertime. That's why summertime is my least favorite time of year. Right? That's when all my white friends come up to me. Look, I'm darker than you. Until you get pulled over for no reason by the police. Then you're darker than me, so shut up. But we were disciplined. I mean, you know what? I think kids need to toughen up. You ever watch a little kid get hurt? Funniest thing I've ever seen. No, as long as it's not your kid, right? At first, no sound comes out. They go into shock. They can't believe something just happened to them. They start looking around. It looks like they're looking for their attorney. And they want to scream, but they can't breathe. So it comes out. Then they'll do this big exhale. The first time I heard that, I jumped in the tub. I thought a tornado was coming. I didn't know what was going on. Then they run and cry at the same time. You ever hear that? Sometimes you can hear them running across your property. That is so funny. I'll trip a kid just to hear that. That's how funny that is. Not my kid, but I wish we had that kind of release. You know what I'm saying? Something stressful happens in our lives. Mr. Morton, I'm afraid your car insurance has just gone up. Mr. Morton, gas is $75 a gallon now. Good morning, Mr. Morton. This is the IRS calling. But it's a lot of work. Now, my wife and I, unfortunately, we don't have kids. It's the kind of business I'm in. It's tough to have children, but it's weird. Like, if you don't have children, people try to convince you to have them. Have you noticed that? No, they're not happy unless you're miserable too. Have you noticed that? They'll get up and, hey, how come you guys don't have kids? You should have some kids. I go, look, it's personal. My wife and I can't have kids. We have white carpet. We've been together a long time. We're very happy, and it's great. It's wonderful. I love it. I love my wife. Now, at first it was hard because you have to learn how to share things in a relationship, like food. No, I don't know what it is. When you first take them out, they don't eat anything. They don't eat anything. Like, they're on a date.
I'm not that hungry. I eat like a bird.
3.5 months later, that's a pretty big dang bird, I'll tell you that. That's a pterodactyl, that's what that... You even have to share the blankets. You ever sleep with a blanket hog? Wake up in the middle of the night, naked. Look over, there's this great big cocoon lying beside you. And you know that a butterfly is not gonna hatch. Morning, honey. I've even had to share the razors. I didn't know I had to share the razors. I took out what I thought was a brand new razor. And I go to shave. The first blade pulls my face out to here, while the second blade cuts it off. noises on the legs. You can hear them shaving. But at least my wife remembers to shave. If she forgets, that is like sleeping with a cricket. She'll snuggle up to me in the middle of the night.
I love you, you know that? That's just little stubbles.
That's Black & Decker, woman. You trying to kill me? I think your wife likes to see you in pain. No, okay, I'm gonna talk about it. You ever notice when you hurt yourself, she will laugh? We have a rule at our house that the last one in bed has to shut everything off, right? So I look in the bathroom, she's getting ready for bed. What is this getting ready for bed? You know how I get ready for bed? I get in. That's how I get ready for bed. She's in the bathroom, she's putting stuff on, she's taking stuff off, she's pulling stuff up, she's pulling stuff down. I figure, I've got an hour. I must have an hour. So I go, I watch TV, whatever I want to do, I come back. She's gone. She's not even in the bathroom, she's in the bed. She's in the bed with her tablet reading.
Oh. Did somebody decide to come to bed? Listen, could you do me a little favor? Could you go outside and make sure that the car's all locked up and everything, and then come back inside and close the door and lock it and put all the chains on and put the alarm system on and unplug the computer so it doesn't catch on fire in the middle of the night and burn me up into a crisp, and then plug in the phone so we can call 911 in case somebody tries to come in and kill me, and then I want you to close all the curtains so that nobody can see me naked, get my favorite blanket and a glass of water, shut off all the lights, turn down the thermostat to 68 degrees, take out the dog and make sure he goes pee-pee and poo-poo, and then come to bed.
Okay. But if they hurt themselves and you laugh,
Ow! You're cut off.
of what?
Everything.
But you know, I've learned a lot of lessons in life, and one of the things is that you got to have fun in life. I did this today. I walked into Walmart and I let one go. And then I walked away from it and I watched other people walk into it. And I think that is the most fun you can have. And you can get away with it in Walmart. Because everyone is a potential suspect in Walmart. Nothing wrong with a little retail therapy, right? I go to Best Buy. That's my favorite show. Oh, I love the Best Buy. So one time I go to Best Buy, and they forgot to deactivate the security tag on my merchandise. So I get up to the front, the alarm goes off, whoop, 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 whoop. Everyone is looking at me like I stole something. You know why. Because I'm taupe. If that ever happens to you, I want you to run. I mean it, run as fast as you can. And then when they catch you, show them the receipt. What are you gonna do, call the Geek Squad? All right, well, I have a special little surprise for you. I like to do impressions. And... Yay! That was my impression of a happy person. A happy person with low energy. I'm so happy. Your team won. Yay!